What's up, everybody? I hope you're all doing well, and today I'm going to be discussing, is now the time to finally buy a PlayStation 5, or should you wait until later this year when we're supposed to get a PlayStation 5 Slim? Honestly, I think there's a lot of good reasons to go either way, so let's get into it. And this is assuming you don't already have a PlayStation 5, because let's be honest, ever since they came out, they've been a little hard to find in stock, and while some people might have them, they'll sell them for a marked up price. So in my head, just for the longest time, I've thought, okay, if I want to get a PlayStation 5, I'm going to have to come up with like $800. But now we're slowly starting to see them on store shelves. We're starting to see them readily available on Amazon, and they're selling for like $500. And I'm like, wow, that's a great price. I'm like, wait a minute. I don't even remember what MSRP was supposed to be on a PlayStation 5. So I looked it up. When it came out in the US, it was $500 for the disc version, $400 for the digital version. So yeah, we're starting to see them in stock. They're selling for MSRP, and just no questions about it. Right now is a great time to get one. And as you may know, there have been some leaks about a new PlayStation 5 system being released in Q3 of this year, possibly. And we don't know a whole lot about it. We don't know what it's going to cost. We don't know what it looks like. We don't know if it's going to perform any better or not. But we do know a few things. So let's talk about those and then also discuss, what benefits a new PlayStation 5 system could possibly bring. So at this point, I think it's a pretty safe bet to say that the new system is going to be smaller than the current PS5, which is great because the PlayStation 5 is a pretty big console. And I know this is subjective, but the new system may look better than our current PS5. I know a lot of people, myself included, aren't totally in love with the way the PS5 looks. And I've heard people make fun of it or say it looks like an internet router or something, but Sony definitely went with a very bold design, and I know not everybody's a huge fan of it, so it'll be interesting to see what they come up with next time. And we've also heard that the new PlayStation 5 is supposed to have a detachable disk drive, and when I first heard that, I thought of like with computers, you have the USB cord coming out, you have this separate box to read discs, and I was thinking, that's going to look horrible. I'm not going to want that because I do like getting physical games. You can trade them with friends and loan them and all that. But there has been a source that's come out and said that the new drive is going to attach without looking external. So it sounds like they're going to have some sort of seamless design for this. What it really sounds like is right now they're making two versions of the system, right? A disc version and a digital only version. So it sounds like going forward, they're just going to make one console. You can buy the disc drive if you want it. And it'll be interesting to see how they design it. If it looks good and it's seamless, honestly, I think that'd be pretty great. And also we've seen in the past when Sony comes out with a new revision for a system, sometimes they're more energy efficient, so they'll use up less electricity. Other times, they'll bring the fan noise down, make the whole system a lot quieter. So those are just a couple more possibilities for this new PS5 that's coming out. So some of those things might be worth waiting for, but there is the possibility this new system comes out. What if it's a smash hit and we're right back in the cycle again of them being hard to find in stock, being hard to get a hold of? Or it's a possibility that the opposite will happen. The new PS5 will come out. Maybe you decide you don't like it. And I don't know how quickly Sony's going to start phasing out the original PS5s, but let's say you wanted one of those and now demand's going up on those, prices going up on those. Now those are hard to get. So yeah, there are a lot of things to consider. And honestly, I think if we just knew a little bit more, it'd be a lot easier to decide which way we want to go about it. So should you buy a PS5 right now since they're readily available, they're selling for MSRP, or should you wait for the PS5 Slim to come out possibly later this year? I mean, it's a tough decision, but I ended up getting one.